You notice everyone started off with their own stride, their own pace. You don't have to perform, just make it for yourself. Swim against the stream. We all have a great need for acceptance. But you must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think them odd or unpopular, even though the herd may go, that's bad.
All right, welcome to the pod. Now, another minute 30 of music. All right, fucking the intro's done. Let's get it going.
Tremendous.
Everything's recording. We're all good. Welcome to Dead Comic Society. This fucking loose as shit podcast we do in the smoking area of fucking Stanley's on Stanley. Got to throw them some shout outs. They've been hassling me about it. And I've got here with me my co-host Elliott Rovedi.
How you doing?
I'm doing great. We're talking to each other, but we've got a live audience out here. We've got some regulars. Jono. Every week he gives us notes, and we've checked the tapes. I've been listening. I'm going to shut the fuck up a bit more. Yeah.
Taking those notes loud and clear. We actually have two MVPs in the audience. Jonathan, this is his first. This is inauguration of MVP. He's come 3 shows in a row. Can we get a round of applause for Jonathan, one of our newest MVPs, joining the man on the end in purple, Conlad, who's on his, 5th show? 5th show in a row. That's amazing.
We've only ever done it 4 times, but he just showed up for that 5th one, I guess.
Yeah, the one where we didn't post at the start.
Yeah, the first one was dog shit.
That's how you know you're here. He's a champ.
But yeah, and his moustache is probably the biggest MVP here. Basically, man, there's no Dead Comic, but it's basically a hangout. Heggie needed the $50. We actually needed the $50. Like both of us did.
We needed the
You're
Heggie.
a successful comedian. We're struggling. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm still going out for $50 on a Sunday night.
Yeah.
So
I think we're the only podcast that pays people. So, yeah, just not the best. But we've got some cool shit to go through tonight. We've got Flat Earthers, one of Heggie's personal faves.
yep.
We're going to just, blast us through it, but have a chat and shit. You got some shit coming up at all that you want to plug, Heggs? You got festival?
Yeah, I'm doing festivals around there, whatever. But fucking go to lukeheggie.com. All the gigs are on there.
All your old specials and shit.
All our specials on there. But I'm doing all the capital cities.
Yeah.
Very soon, in fact.
Yeah, coming up. Are you going? What's first on the festival?
First for me will be Adelaide in February.
Yeah. So how does it go? Adelaide,
Brisbane, Canberra, Gold Coast, Melbourne,
Canberra,
Sydney, Perth, and then residuals.
Regionals. Yeah, well, we're fucking keen as, man. We'll be down to the Sydney Festival 100%. For sure, man.
Anyone listening, you got to go and see Heggs. You got to go and get.
Yeah, one of our faves. He's doesn't do too well at the corporates, but he's an acquired taste. And
the worst nights of my life.
Yeah, if you like comedy, go see Heggie.
Yeah.
Don't book him if you.
Should we discuss what happened on the corporate?
Fucking Christmas
what happened on the
party,
corporate show?
I don't know. Do we want to go to the?
Oh yeah, sure, man.
Touch
If you
on
got
it
time,
we've got.
I did a handful last year. I'd probably do 2 or 3 a year. I'm not a corporate act, and I refuse to wear a suit and stuff. So I'm turning up looking like this, and sometimes it's good, but I'm like a 2 out of 10. Like it's good twice and then shit 8 times, and I've had some really bad times doing it. Yeah.
How quickly do they turn on you?
Very, like within seconds, you can tell. And then you got to do half an hour because you need the money, and it sucks so bad. Yeah. I did one last year, a Christmas party in Terrigal, and I was 10 minutes into a 30-minute set. It was going that badly, so badly. I thought I don't know what to do here, and some legend ran his car under a power pole down the street, took the whole grid out, and I got paid and just left. That was one of the best nights of my life.
That is one of the greatest gigs.
Fuck yeah.
But that's 1 in a billion.
It was good tenor though.
Yeah.
Good tenor.
Yeah.
They were leaving begging for more.
You just need a shitty car and a mate with a good attitude.
Yeah,
basically, just down the road.
Fucking oath. Yeah, man. We got some fucking... What have we got coming up? We're here every Sunday, basically. The podcast starts usually around 8, but it's clearly shit's fucking going late tonight because Bridget wanted a spot. No kidding. But look, man, let's get into it. He's got some killer stories about corporates and shit that he can't talk about because they were very recent. And he was telling me one out there that didn't go too well. 2.5 hour walk to the fucking airport or some shit.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I died so hard, I had to leave, and then my phone ran out, and I couldn't get a taxi because I didn't have a phone. was in an industrial shed in Mackay. 2.5 hour walk back to the city.
Son.
Nightmare.
With the shame of the bomb.
Yeah. It's a fucking long walk of shame.
Yeah, we're talking. He's telling me the story. And he's like,
In my work boots too, because those ones you got to wear. You can't wear sneakers to a corporate. Like I draw the line. Like I still wear a t-shirt.
wear your
I
work
can't wear
boots.
sneakers.
Yeah.
So that's the other thing I got. So I polish up the work boots. 2.5 hours in them's fucking uncomfortable. Steel caps.
Oh, you're looking to get rolled. There's someone bash me.
Stomp someone. My problems. Yeah.
Yeah. Were you at the gig? No, but fucking take this.
We had Connor fighting today.
Yeah, is that ready?
Yeah, absolutely. We actually, lucky you guys, we have Conor McGregor just won his fight today in 46 seconds in
40
the
flat.
first round. And we have Conor calling into the podcast tonight. We actually have Conor calling into the podcast.
Right now, or
Yeah, why not?
That is
You know what? We'll try and get through to him right now. If we can't, we'll try him again in like 2 minutes. But let's.
it is a big get. Like
Yeah.
Well, that is a good get.
He's a big fan.
most people think he's busy, but because of the time difference, he's kind of fucking cutting sick right now. He's just on the back end of a
Drinking
bender.
his own whiskey or something.
Yeah.
Just having a good on him.
Skinner knows him from
Bashing old men in
the
pubs.
music scene.
No, definitely not. I know him from the coke scene, and that guy does not pay his bills.
40 seconds. How much did loser get paid for his 40 seconds and nothing?
Couple of mil.
A couple mil.
Yeah,
Brilliant.
so it was
Yeah.
two mil purse, but then it was Cowboy Cerrone. I think he had some digits on the pay-per-views and all that, like some percentage of
right.
that, points on that, and then
What the fuck? I mean, I've had my ass handed to me on a train platform before. Even I lasted more than a minute. Not only did I not get paid, I had to fucking pay them. So 2 million. Fuck
Yeah.
off.
Was that a one-on-one in the train
Losing, you
station?
should- No, it's 1 on 3.
it's never one-on-one.
That's
Yeah. 1 on 1s, you're all right.
Yeah, you very rarely get some loose cunt coming up and like, you know what, I've had a shit day. Let me take it out. Let's go.
so funny.
Yeah, let's square up. It's always usually, hey, let's go. Then two of their mates jumping in the back. Yeah, and it is always. I grew up in Blacktown, man. It is always at a train station.
Train
Like,
stations are quite violent.
very good, very good getaway.
I don't really go to them much anymore, but yeah, they're not great places.
Unless the train's delayed, you're fucked. Yeah, you've just bashed some cunt. You're waiting 15 minutes for the express.
You're talking shit to him the whole time. I told you.
Yeah, it gets awkward. Where it's kind of like, all right, man, I'm sorry. But let's get into it, man. We got this flat Earth shit. We got heaps of clips. We got it. Can you guys see the TV, right?
Oh, real quick, let me try and call Connor.
Yeah, you
You
do it.
lose
Call him
unit.
up. Call
Like,
him up, mate.
we're not going to stop the whole podcast for it.
Yeah. Okay, well, it's calling right now. Hopefully it should come. Maybe we turn it up on the.
Yeah, that's going to cost a fortune. International rates.
There we
Oh,
go.
here he
Is
is.
that coming through there? Fucking hell.
He's probably celebrating at the moment.
Right, Rich Freddy, can't come to the phone right
Oh,
now.
what is
but,
I don't know. Connor
Is
has.
that his manager, is it?
Yeah. That's the only one we can get to.
Brilliant.
Wait, I'm gonna text him now.
Yeah.
We'll move on
What's
to the intro.
what's fucking Manny Pacquiao's boxing coach? Freddie Roach.
I
He's
don't
been
know,
training
man.
Connor in boxing. Yeah. That could have
Yeah.
gone a bit better.
Oh yeah, man.
The guy's fucking
I'm gonna
probably
have
high on
words
with
Cody.
him.
He just fucking made like 30 million in 40 seconds. You know
It's
what I
true.
mean?
When he said that he was gonna do it,
That's got to be the most money you can make pro rata probably on earth in anything, let alone sport. No?
Yeah,
that
but-
quickly.
Yeah, but it sounds good. You like it's like
Of course.
he made it in 40 seconds, but it's also a lifetime of work. You know what I mean? When
Well, yeah, you say that, but then people don't look at comedy like that. Like, oh, you made fucking,
Yeah,
50,
$5 grand.
$50 for one shitty podcast. Yeah, it's a lifetime of work.
it's not started yet, can all right? Yeah, 100%. Look, we've all got our fucking. We're all at different levels. All right?
Success is its own definition, you know.
Oh, right. That's fucking.
Why does that keep doing that? It's just, it's vibrating.
Yeah, it's because we're fucking killing it. All right. So what?
Yeah. So okay, we got Connor ready on the line. So maybe try one more time.
Go for it, bro.
Love it. Beautiful. Tremendous.
Let's find out what the fuck he was doing. Then
Yeah. So many excuses.
that's annoying.
What's up?
Connor, how you doing, mate? Thank you for calling in to the Dead Comic Society. We're here with an audience and Luke Heggie and also our host Chillz. How you feeling after your win today?
I'm not too bad, Elliott Rovedi. It's good to hear your fucking voice, yeah.
That's tremendous, man. You finished him with the shoulders. You ended up using the shoulders. Is that something that was improvised?
Well, here's the thing. Yeah, I have fought many an elderly gentleman in my time. Donald is one of many old men I have sucked in the face. So I thought I'd mix it up and throw the shoulder in there, yeah?
How you celebrating, Connor? How you celebrating?
I am drinking some of my own proper 12 Irish whiskey. And when nobody is looking, I am also having Jameson, as it is a superior liquor.
Mate, so how's it going out there? Now you've got a win on your belt again. Are you fucking hitting the bags again? Or are you going to fucking, not the punching bags, are you hitting the nose bags?
Well, here's the thing, Anthony. I know you are a veteran of the cocaine game, so... I know that is a Chillzy speciality. I'll be happy to do it with you at some point. But yes, I have been seasoning my nose nicely. You know, it is a common hobby amongst the elite. I've spoken to many fighters, and it is really what gets the energy up. They say I have no cardio, but see me on a few of the bags, and I am raring to go all spooky and nice. So that's it.
Yeah, big time, mate. USADA doesn't actually test for coke. That just sort of comes up in the fucking, when bones...
Well, it doesn't show up in your urine, or does it? I don't fucking care. I don't give a fuck, to be honest, mate. I just love it.
It doesn't show up in your urine, but it definitely changes the taste. I've been fucking doing a few sample tests myself, just making sure I recycle it.
As I say, Chillzy, there's no one more knowledgeable about it than you, so that's it.
Good stuff, mate. Good stuff.
So you got Kamaru Usman coming up next. You feeling confident for that bout?
You know, I barely know who that man is. I have had a history of not really knowing who the fuck people are, but you know, whatever happens. I am the game at the end of the day. You know, I might stop fight. I saw Donald as a child. I might fight him. You know what I mean? I've tackled the old man. I've tackled grown men. Why not the children next? You know, I have options in this game, so I might deck a few kids and see where that's at.
All right, last question for you, Connor. We're doing a doco on Flat Earth today. We're breaking it down, a documentary on Flat Earth. What is is it a globe or is it flat?
You know what? When I'm on it, it revolves around me. That's all I fucking know, yeah? Flat or round, it's fucking mine. It belongs to me, yeah? So that's it.
The world is yours, mate. Well, congrats on your win, you loose unit. Fucking hit the bag.
Yeah, I don't give a bollocks about speaking to you anymore. I'm going to fucking hang up, so fuck a lot of you. See you later.
Fuck you too, bro.
Thank you, Connor. I appreciate that.
Good shit. Good shit. Round of applause for Conor McGregor calling into the pod.
Yay.
Oh, wow. Pretty quiet wherever he was.
Yeah.
Now we got that out of the way. Let's hit these fucking flat earth nerds. So, Luke Heggie here, very, very in the know about nerds.
I love nerds. I preferred them when they knew that's what they were.
Yeah.
So they're just getting a bit big for their boots.
Once the
nerds.
apps started coming out and shit, and they're kind of like design.
Yeah, like late onset cool guy types. It's used to just flush their heads and fucking. That was the end of it.
Do you have a favorite or least favorite type of nerd?
No, they're all the same. All the same, whatever.
He doesn't see genres when it comes to nerd.
They just need to know their place. But these people, I appreciate that. I like the cut of their jib. They're small.
Yeah, you know what? You'll see through this doco. What I love about him is the commitment. Yeah. They're all in.
Unbelievable.
You know what? I see a few open micers that could do with a bit more commitment. So,
regardless of science or facts or anything, they're all in.
I think commitment's their fucking problem.
Yeah, maybe I'm fucking writing some jokes like I can talk. All right, so we got to fucking. I reckon we go through.
Go Mark Sargent first.
I think I've fucking maybe edited in order. Who knows? Let's go. So we've got Mark Sargent's intro. Mm-hmm. All right, so
the reason why we're
just gonna
winning versus science against science is science just throws math at us. Whereas we go and say, hey, by the way, there's Seattle. You can see it right now with your camera. That's it. A picture says 1,000 words. This is what it is. What do you think your first reaction is going to be? BS, no way. If you don't make fun of this the first time you see it, there's probably something wrong with you. I became a flat earther because I tried to debunk flat earth. Everybody that becomes a flat earther does the same thing. They say it's a stupid idea, I'm going to debunk flat earth, and then they get sucked in like the La Brea tar pits. When it came to this, I looked at it for literally 9 months before I finally turned around. The Jerry Maguire moment that I had, I remember the date, I remember the time. It was February 10th, 2015, 3 o'clock in the morning, 3:30 in the morning to be exact. And I woke up and I said, this is now gonna flip. Once I had my arguments down, I made the series of videos. I tried to be as rational as possible. I did a lot of editing, and I made connections to dots that no one had done before.
This is a Reader's Digest version containing many of the interesting parts of the flat Earth theory. The first question is invariably, is this a joke? Because it's a joke, right? And that's where we start, because it's one of our 2 basic childhood facts. 1 + 1 = 2, and the Earth is a globe.
When I put the clues out, I partially thought that this whole thing was going to crash and burn, because I thought some guy with a master's in astrophysics or astronomy was going to call me up and say, you forgot to do this math, you forgot to carry the 2. And that's it, you screwed it up, you can shut down your channel now and everyone can go home.
The first part of the clue is the utter lack of non-stop flights from anywhere in this southern hemisphere, or in the flat Earth model, the land masses closest to the outer ring. So I spend day after day looking at the Plane Finder global map. I need to watch a few as they cross either the South Pacific or Indian Oceans.
For the first 30, 45 days, I was just holding my breath.
I wait for
A month and a half.
plane. And I wait, and I wait, and I wait some more. Hours pass, days pass, and no red planes to entertain me.
And before I even got the first 5 clues out, people started responding to me. Someone said, I want to talk to you about this. In fact, it was a debunker site, a small-time debunker. We went into it, and then he started reviewing the clues, and next thing you know, he was on my side. And then another podcast picked up on him, and then it just started leapfrogging.
And we have Mark Sargent.
Your organization was amazing.
Hi, Mark Sargent.
Hi.
Who better to bring on than our very up-and-coming, quick-rising star, Mark Sargent?
Now I go into chat rooms and people freeze. Mark Sargent's here. So I'm like, come on, just be normal, be cool. I didn't want to wake up and do this. It was something that just seemed to happen. I didn't choose Flat Earth. Flat Earth chose me. The reason why we're winning.
Yes. So
It's always a great sign when you have someone drawing maps.
yeah,
It's always it's really
yeah.
serial killers, wine
Civilians,
connoisseurs. Yeah.
And now flat Earthers.
Flat
You know
Earthers.
what's crazy about it? Like, even in the diagram, this is his like doco that he's the star of. He's got him drawing fucking red lines like a fucking serial killer on the fucking.
But also their map, like the flat globe, is sort of just the countries are all a bit spastic. They're kind of like cartography is quite exact, but they've made Australia a bit. It's like you got a
Wonky.
thing and just flattened it with your hand, like a plasticine one. It's all smudged out to the side. They fucked that up as well.
Yeah, like they've grabbed the like a globe
great.
and gone, look, this is how it works,
yeah.
and just smushed it. It's
great.
It's flat now.
It's-
to scale.
Yeah,
But I love that he was like, I made discoveries. I made discoveries that no one else has made, like Isaac Newton or anything like that. They missed this. Mark Sargent figured this out.
Plus, you can see Seattle, but you can't see, like you can see the tall, you can't see the fucking ground floor of them. Like you can't. That's what he's saying. You can see the tops of the buildings.
Yeah, yeah. He's like, it can't be curved. I can see Seattle. If it was, and the quote of the fucking podcast, I didn't choose flat Earth chose me.
Yeah, it's good.
Oh,
Very good.
dude. So that's a cheeky intro into Mark Sargent, who's like the star of this fucking show. Basically,
Well, reluctant
headhunter.
star by the look of things. He didn't want it, but there he is.
Look.
Just a lonely man looking for a route, and there he is on TV.
which is another crazy point. This is a Netflix documentary, which meant like they've paid him, and he's fucking milking it. So there's another.
But they also made it so they didn't really patronise like people like Mark and other people on the doco. They didn't go, "Hey, we're going to make a fucking fool out of you."
Yeah.
But clearly, from the first 2 frames, they're
Yep.
making a fool out of you.
It's like, this is going to push us over the edge. This is going to get us the exposure we want. And then, like, in the editing bay, they would have been like,
Sick.
What are we
This is
supposed to do with
animation.
this?
did you hear what he fucking said? Yeah. I'd love to see what didn't get in there. Yeah, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's a little clip of him fucking.
The very next day, I'm flying out, and I'm wearing a I Am Mark Sargent shirt. And you know where they go through the bag screens. This tall black kid, he motions me, like in Fight Club. You Mark Sargent for real? I go, yeah, why? And he goes, I'm not kidding you. He winks at me, and he goes, that's my name too. And he hands me the bag without even checking.
He thinks he's Tyler Durden.
He thinks he's Tyler Durden.
Is it important the kid was black? Like in the story? That's the best part to me. This tall black kid. Yeah.
There's a lot of white people in the group. They're just trying to legitimize it. He's like, let me hang out with.
But see in that clip there, you see him he's like, yeah, I shit you not. He said his name was Mark Sargent too. Winked at me and just didn't check my bag.
Brilliant.
In his mind, there could be no possible black guy named Mark Sargent. So he thinks, he's like, oh, awesome, Jamal. That he has no the dude's name is probably Mark Sargent. Was like, cool.
Yeah, but also, that probably proves it's flat Earth. It's because he bagged and get checked. That's fucking insane. It's a long bow.
Man.
He's done it.
Yeah, that's the thing about this. Like, I was clipping this up and there was just so much gold. I had to try and fucking put in the best we could do. But here's where, as you can tell, he's sort of getting a bit of fame, and he's proud of it. So,
hello.
Welcome to episode number 186 of Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes. I'm Patricia Stewart.
Yeah.
And I'm Mark Sargent.
I'd throw one
Laura
through.
Austin asks, have you ever been out somewhere and someone recognized you by your voice? For me, the answer is absolutely not.
Me, on the other hand, yes.
Really?
Oh my God.
I don't think that we're celebrities. I think that people who are looking into Flat Earth want to get away from that culture.
No, it's good. No, it's a safe answer. I'm going to take it a little different direction. I don't think I'm a celebrity, but yet when I go do public functions, I run into people that do the deer in the headlights. She's just staring at me, and I go, what? She goes, you're Mark Sargent. I go, yeah. She goes, I didn't know. I was like, oh, seriously? And she was, and she had that whole thing.
That must be a very pleasing feeling because you've affected her life.
That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
have you ever had someone dumbfounded when they met you, Heggie?
No.
Yeah, it's insane.
No one's come up and been like, oh, you're Luke Heggie.
No.
Yeah. This leads back into the corporate thing. You're
I'm
not
Luke
really an
Heggie too.
approachable kind of guy. Yeah.
But I like this woman. You've just introduced this woman into Patricia.
I've got an intro for
Patricia Steer, that's right.
Okay.
And
I've got a little bit on her, but I wanted to focus more on Mark. But yeah, she's fucking.
But there's always one thing needs mentioned. There's always cats in the background. Everyone's got cats. Cats, whatever. Not my thing. But if you own a cat, no problem. But if everyone agrees with you on your main thing in life, they all have cats. Yeah, there's a fucking problem.
So what are you saying? Are you saying that it's actually the cats that?
No. It's just if you're the kind of person who only has people who own cats and love cats and cuddle cats for fucking cameras in your life, then there's something fucking wrong.
Like not everyone with cats is flat earthers, but if you're a flat earth, you have a cat.
Yeah.
Yes,
exactly.
Absolutely.
And it is true. Mark's got cats. Fucking Patricia's got cats.
She's got lots of cats there. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really good to keep things around that can't argue with you. Yeah. When you're talking about flat Earth, you know what I mean?
This is a fucking bit of stupid science, but there's some chemical that's in cat shit that actually changes the chemistry in your brain to sort of fucking. What's it called? Toxoplasmosis.
What if you fucking eat it?
It's in like the air, and it's like on touch.
If cat's shitting in your house, you can.
Yeah, makes you more risky.
It changes your physiology, so it actually makes you.
Like humans can catch it.
Yeah. 100%.
Oh yeah. It's not mind control for other cats. Like if a human smells cat shit, from what I know of it, is like it changes your brain to be more violent.
Heaps of people have it without even knowing it.
Yeah, it's actually a massive.
You know
problem.
what though? They never take it out on their cat. They usually just hit their kids, which. Fair enough. Animal cruelty's wrong.
They've discovered the countries that are quite riddled with toxoplasmosis actually have men that are more predispositioned to being violent and outbursty kind of thing. And also they have like superior athletic teams as well.
But toxoplasmosis is only from cats?
Mm-hmm.
I believe so.
Yeah.
We've got our resident science guy.
Yeah.
Should have a microphone, man.
Man,
I'm
keen to get him on there.
Yeah, great.
Thanks, man.
No, I've heard today so far.
He's brilliant. We'll get him on one day. He's a men's rights activist, so it's very difficult to.
Yeah, but there's always
hard to pin him down. He's got lots of appointments.
Yeah. Women have had it too good for too long, as I always say. So that chick with the fake tits and the fake face, I guess. She is basically she's like the hot chick at school in this flat Earth community.
She's the hot one.
Yeah. Well, I'd throw one straight through, 100%.
The entire time watching this doco, you were just talking about how attractive you found her.
Yeah, so we did research, we watched it together, and I was like EJ's writing notes, and I'm sitting there half chub going like, I'd give it to her.
Well, that's where we obviously differ, because I look at her and think something bad has happened to her in her life.
Well, that's what I'm
she needs
attracted.
fucking help.
Yeah, that's what I'm attracted to.
Gonna go.
You know,
Yeah.
You're straight in there.
You've got no idea.
Out a weakness.
Yeah.
I would get straight in there.
He's a predator.
Nah, not at all. Don't put me on that. See, I don't see weakness. I see strength.
She's the opportunity.
Yeah,
And the safe word.
she's been through some shit. You know what I mean? You know, that's the type of girl where it's like you need a safe word. From the get-go. So this is Mark Sargent. As you can tell, you know, he's getting that celebrity vibe, you know what I mean? He's got a bit of fame online. He thinks he's fucking king shit. Like, as he said with her, she's like, I don't think we're celebrities. And he's like, I'm going to take a different approach.
Yeah, of course he is.
Yeah, so the ego is growing.
There's way more in it for these people than just the belief of flat Earth. Like, their lives are tied up in this, their relationships, their pride.
100%. It's like being vegan. Like, you are in it now. You can't be vegan, force all your friends to put up with this shit, and then suddenly not be vegan. You know what I mean? They're going to be like, you pussy.
You got to move.
Yeah,
like,
you
can't.
gotta
There's
move.
no going back.
Yeah, there's no going back.
After that. It's a sanctimony that people don't like.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. I mean, if you've got nothing left other than your cats, or your cat's shit's tricking you. So he's fucking, this is real good.
When I was first doing the Flat Earth stuff, Patricia comes on a podcast. She wasn't making Flat Earth videos. She wanted to interview Flat Earthers. She was like the Flat Earth reporter.
Hello and welcome to Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes. Episode number 15, episode number 68, episode number 159. Mark, thanks for being here.
Thank you very much for having me. I could not be more excited about being on this show right now.
We started.
All right, I do have to pause. Did you catch that fucking cheeky wink he threw out at her? Yeah, sly dog.
This is the closest thing to a relationship he's had in forever. Like, other than living with his mum and he does live with his mum in her basement kind of thing. But this is the closest thing, and you can see how important this relationship is to him.
Well, yeah, there's absolutely no way in hell that guy would ever talk to a human like this in person, like straight off the bat. You know what I mean?
No, but also you can tell her, like, she's a proper scientist because she's had fucking 6 different haircuts in that 20-second clip.
Yeah, but it's
don't let anyone do that.
I don't know how many episodes she does a week, but I think maybe what I'm attracted to is first of all the fake tits, but also the fact that she knows how to broadcast. I'm into podcast chicks.
Oh, she's got a webcam and everything.
Yeah. She does a podcast on Google Hangout though, so.
What? What's that? Oh, don't worry.
Doesn't matter.
Talking on Skype, and we'd have these marathon conversations, 3 and 4 hours long, and we just talk.
What happened that day in Flat Earth, what had happened during that past week, anything involving any sort of conspiracy. And then I said to him one day,
a lot of makeup for
why
Flat
don't we
Earth.
just do a show? And I jokingly called them The Secret Show.
Looks pleased to be there.
She's late for everything. She's always late. 5 minutes. 5 of your...
Oh, there he is. Hello. Hey. All right, you ready to go?
All right, something I noticed when I watched this is you can see here in this fucking pause here that she's not wearing a bra.
How do you notice all this? I didn't notice any of this.
I've got like fucking...
even...
Yeah, I've got like nipple fucking pinpoint accuracy. So I noticed it, but then...
What? Is that what this is to you?
I just...
Go on. I thought there's deeper things at play.
I'll tell you right now, if I'm getting in a...
Pause it there.
Zoom in. Look, there is a fucking point to this, but if I have to believe in Flat Earth to get there, I'll fucking...
Hey guys, keep looking!
Don't save the best stuff for the... save the best stuff for the show. That's what I meant to say.
I know.
Hello and welcome to Flat Earth and Other Hot Potatoes. This is episode number 174. This is The Secret Show. I'm Patricia Steer and with me is Mark Sargent. Hello, Mark.
Hello, how are you?
I'm very good, thank you.
Fucking hell. So you'll notice when she's on the video chat to Mark, the shot's from above her chest.
Yeah.
Well, I think she knows that he's fucking. She doesn't want to give those nips up.
Oh, to him.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like
Just for you. That's just for you.
well,
Skinner's watching this one day. There'll be some fuckwit on his laptop just pausing and going, "That's not for Mark. That's for me."
well, that's the thing. She's hidden it from Mark, but allowed it in the dock. She's like, "Nah, I can't get Mark too excited. He loses track. You know what I mean?"
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, suddenly the Earth's a bit curved.
Yeah.
Did you get a chance to see the satellite that went down?
Yes, I did see that. And,
Fascinating.
and it came down on a balloon.
And you say, how do satellites get up there? Balloons. And they laugh at you. It's like, okay, well, here's one. Me to you. Let's just talk. Just you and me, shall we? Let's bring it down.
Bring the lights down low.
Yeah.
When we started doing The Secret Show, and even before that, we had a lot of chemistry.
Within, I think, 2 or 3 weeks, she said, hey, thinking about coming down to Houston, visiting?
Since I was thinking about anyway moving to Seattle, which had nothing to do with him really, might as well go, check it out, and meet up with Mark to see if there's anything there. A go-see, as you might say.
She came up and we spent a weekend talking and comparing notes and just kind of getting to know each other.
It was really great. I want to go again.
You start with the mail, and I'll go in live chat and see if anybody's actually listening to this show except us.
Something I think could have developed from that, to the point where we were kind of toying with the idea. She was thinking of buying in Seattle. I mean, she was seriously gearing up for this thing.
It ended up that I didn't end up moving there. Things happened in my life with another romantic relationship.
And then she moved to
giving it
London for a year.
A few red flags I chose to ignore. Now in retrospect, I see that I should have not ignored them.
Something goes wrong and she turns around and hauls all her stuff, moves all her stuff back at an enormous expense. And her cats. How much it costs to transfer cats to another country? A lot. I know you love cats, but get different cats.
Bro Sanchez says, y'all make a good couple. Quit playing. LOL.
No. Look, there's a reason why we've done this show as many times as we have.
Exactly. We are a couple of friends.
Oh!
That's VIP. That's VIP friend zone move.
Oh, dude, he's the fucking mayor of friend zone. He's renting out apartments in the friend zone.
Did she move to another country, or does he think Texas is another country?
No. So she moved to London.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
And then, after she went and visited him, she was obviously fucking tuning some other probably flat earther. They don't really have much crossover. And so she moved to London, and you could tell by how angry he was about the cost of the cat transfer.
Yeah.
He probably fucking paid for it. But it's, so she moved to London. Things didn't go well. And then she moved back, but didn't move back with him. She moved back and was like, we're just a couple of friends.
Yeah. See, off the topic, but see this big number plate behind him?
Yeah.
Is that his number plate on
It
his
is,
car?
It is his number plate that he's turned into a fucking
Poster.
massive,
Like a
a
fucking
massive
roll-up.
backdrop.
Yeah.
It's huge, and it says it's flat.
It's flat, yeah.
Yeah.
I can cop it, but fuck. He drives around in a car like that.
He's got a fucking Bentley, dude.
I used to clean for these apartments, and
Yeah, go on.
it was not a shitty 90s Toyota this guy had, and all over it he'd painted in red spray paint Flat Earth, because he was a flat earther, and anyone that wanted to talk to him about it, he was just trying to compel some sort of conversation from strangers.
But just like tagged it.
Flat Earth.
No fucking...
Nothing.
Not professionally.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Red spray paint all over a shitty 90s Toyota,
Should
just
be.
Flat
Yeah.
Earth, all over in Coogee, just drive it around.
It's like parking a van out the front of a fucking school with the word pedo.
They
written on it.
love
Like,
talking
just
about
fucking,
it.
What are you doing, cunt?
It's so fucking fun.
Yeah. I also love, he thinks he's this celebrity, but, the microphone he uses, he has to hold up to his throat like he's got fucking a hole
What
in it.
is that? Is he putting it on his
No,
throat?
that thing he's holding is a microphone, that orb.
Is it?
Which is pretty ironic,
But
to
is
be
he
honest.
pushing it onto his throat?
Well, he's just putting it closer to his mouth, but
Oh, right.
the mic, it's not
That's
how it's not how a normal microphone works. You can't. Yeah,
I think that's his little fucking scale model of R2-D2 or something.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
it does look like it.
He's that type of guy.
he must be spewing that it's a fucking sphere. Everything. Everything in his fucking house that's round. He's
Well,
just
I
like,
copped him juggling some fucking little globes during this doco. Mate, surely you should be playing frisbee.
We do have love for each other. I mean, I can't really speak for him, but I do have love for him. I've told him this. It's a love I don't really quite understand. It's not like platonic love, and it's not like romantic love. We're both in a cause together, and that is a kind of love.
The reason why we're winning versus
Like ISIS or
science, against science, is science just...
all right, Conrad, what is it called when you're stuck in a cause together and you fall in love? Is that Stockholm Syndrome? Oh, close. Kind of, yeah.
It's when you fall in love with your captor. It's Stockholm Syndrome.
Yeah, well, it kind of feels like that's what that is.
She's trapped him or he's trapped her?
Well, that's the thing. Like, that's why she's like, I don't quite...
Well, no, she's playing the long game. She's making him think that he's got her, but really.
Yeah, well, that's the thing. That's why she's like, I don't quite understand it. Like, who's holding who hostage? You know what I mean? Because they're in this show together now, and he's clearly not crushing
They're in
it.
too deep.
But also, from just getting back to you, like you're a young man. She's clearly hard to tell, but I would think 58 to 70 years old.
Yeah, underneath the 30-year-old fucking plastic on
What
her
is
head.
it about her that you find like attractive?
Probably a lack of intelligence, but also the fake tits.
There it is. Yep. Her lack of intelligence.
She's just a real down-to-earth girl.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's the funniest thing
cut
I've
that
ever. Yeah. I can't be putting out shit that good. So like, we're at him.
Look what Flat Earth has inspired.
Yeah, so this is his car. He's got a
So
fucking
I was the first
Bentley.
one to do a Flat Earth
Yeah,
license.
that's what happens when you don't pay
Then
rent.
just a slew
Your
of
mum pays it.
everybody started coming in with them. They started changing up the words. It's flat to Flat Earth. NASA
got a
lies,
Bentley.
all
What
that
the
fun stuff.
Fuck.
There's Arizona, Arkansas, California. Probably trying to figure that one out yourself, aren't you? I'll give you 10 seconds. Ready?
It's flat. Inside each other.
Perfect. Wow, you're really good. Personalized license plates are not supposed to be negative. But when you look at NASA lies, what do you read? Nasal eyes. Could be a freaking a nose and throat doctor. You don't know. A lot of people realize that if you're a flat earther, you can only date flat earthers once you get into it, because it's too much of a paradigm shift. So there's now flat earth dating sites popping up. Ever since the whole flat earth thing started, I start getting merchandise in the mail. Flat earth paddleball thing with a globe at the end. It's a clever idea, metaphorically. Have you seen this kitty? His name is Research Flat Earth, and like the curvature of the false globe model, he is missing. Every once in a while, someone will say, it is not light reading. Flat Earth watch. I mean, seriously, Flat Earth can be put on anything. This is a giant version of the license plate of my car.
Yeah.
Flat Earth clock. And of course, this thing right here. That's what makes this community different. Because with every other conspiracy, I'm not going to rattle them off, there's always this dark, sinister, evil, people feel bad about it. This thing really gives people a lot of positive energy, so much enthusiasm, matter of fact, that they make things. We've got songs.
So we did a little research, and we learned about curvature.
When's the last time somebody made a happy folk song about 9/11? The reason
9/11.
Yeah. When's the last time someone made a happy folk song about 9/11?
Still plenty of time.
That's
Last
his
time I
bar.
picked up a guitar, that's when.
Yeah. Yeah, and you know what? He's got a point. Like, it's not really the fucking time or place to fucking be writing folk songs. Thousands are dead. Flat Earth? No deaths that we know.
On that clock thing on
Yeah.
the coffee table.
Yeah.
Is there an Australia on Flat Earth? Because there's a school of thought that Australia doesn't exist. Like,
Yeah.
there's some people who go, Australia
New
doesn't
Zealand's
exist,
not on heaps
or
of
there's
maps and
fucking
shit, eh?
all the Australians are actors or some shit. And I didn't see Australia on that.
Holy
Although
shit, I
it
didn't know
probably
that.
is, but it's a bit mangled.
Well, let's
on
have a
there.
gaze. I can bring it up again and we'll just...
Oh, no,
Look
you're
what
right.
Flat
I
Earth
don't
has
wanna-
inspired.
I was
Is it sort of close up
This
with the
thing
map?
right here.
Yeah, here we go.
But then you can't really make out what's what anymore.
Yeah, you're 100%
I can
right.
see
That's exactly
Africa.
what you're talking about, where they fucking just...
It's just
squished
smashed.
it. Yeah.
it's where it should be as well.
It should be smashed Earth.
I love that he was like, I like telling people about Flat Earth because it doesn't threaten them too much. Like, there's never just one conspiracy with these people.
Yeah,
There's
no-
never just Flat Earth.
Not only that, no one wants the fucking clock to be on the like to be the coffee table. Like this is fucking
big clock.
Yeah.
They also clearly they still believe in time.
Yeah.
Like, time's still happening.
Which is
And
based
countries
on the
still have
rotation of the Earth.
Yeah.
And he's like, yeah, but it's not this way. It's this way.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's all sorts of fucking
Oh,
wild.
yeah, whatever. You got to admire their commitment though. Like I was
Well, that's
saying,
the thing, man.
that's-
Like,
in
but
the face
also-
of overwhelming fucking evidence,
Yeah.
they're still going.
Well, they've
"Nah."
got their evidence though, and I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah.
I think I'm not 100% sold on the globe.
This is what he said to me. It's fucking insane. I was
It's
disgusted.
Like, to be honest, prove them wrong.
What experiments have you done?
Well, hang on, like, are you getting into it? Are you
Nah,
just-
now I'm
just trying to
thinking.
be
Now
like-
I'm thinking about the finale, and I'm realizing when the came. Yeah, all right. He doesn't experiment.
This is the whole
yeah.
problem with it. Is like I'm not even worried about the stupid groupthink, and that's what people who say, "Oh, it's horrible that people think this," because it's an indication of how stupid people will think something, and then that's dangerous for society.
Yeah.
It's not. That's why they vote in fuckwits and stuff and
Yeah.
whatever. But it's the sort of it's the blind, like just going for it. Like,
Yo, we were talking earlier about like some people like in the comedy scene, not the fucking throwing under the bus there, but it's just kind of like for instance, people that just do the same 5 minutes for like 6 years straight, don't even change a word, don't even change change eye contact with the audience, and it's like
I like in the face of adversity, like you are genuinely every fucking prick has indicated that you're not funny, and that's not funny, and what you're saying is not funny, but you're still like, nah, fuck you.
You know, that's what we're saying.
doing
Yeah,
it. I'm doing
you
it.
got to admire the fact that they're like, I'm all in.
It's sort of
I'm all
like
in.
it's sort of like
Right.
with
Yeah,
religion or something like that. You know what I mean? Where they
Exactly right.
all evidence and stuff. They're like, it's just faith, I believe.
Yeah. Yeah, Noah's Ark, completely true.
Yeah.
Well, this is actually a shout out to Sayed Bastion.
Yeah. We found like a Sayed Bastion of flat
Hit
Earth.
me. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Fuck yes.
Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut, Delaware, Florida, Georgia, Hawaii, Illinois, Indiana, Iowa, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana. Man, 5 years ago, I started doing this whole brain power program, bouncing balls off hammers, working on my penmanship, working on my memory. Titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, iron, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc.
This is the best guy in the whole.
13 months ago, my brain coach, Michael Lavery.
This is fucking hell.
His fucking brain coach. He's got a brain coach.
He's hitting.
The cunt doesn't have a job.
Told him, you know what you need to do? Go buy 2 mallets and a golf ball. That'll fucking sort you out.
He's like,
so
wait,
good.
He's like, wait, buy 2 mallets. I've already got 2 mallets. Yeah. This guy's fucking insane. I did that, and I love that he name drops the fucking brain coach. He's like, if you want to hire him,
Yeah.
He's like,
I forgot he knew all the states in order.
Yeah.
He's doing it too. Golf ball.
well, what's weird is I didn't know they were in
I
order.
want to highlight this. This near the star. I gotta watch this again.
Yes.
Said, Nathan, you got to look into flat Earth.
Next
And
time
then
we get you on,
the
we'll
more
get
I
you to do the
researched it, and
study
then I
with us.
found out that it's actually the biblical cosmology is a geocentric cosmology.
Yep.
Then I realized why they're hiding the truth. It's because they don't want anyone to know anything. They want people
why?
dumb, blind,
can't answer the
deaf to the truth, so they can inject you with their vaccines and their public schooling and this heliocentric model, which is basically forced sun worship. Did you know they made up dinosaurs? People in the school system to perpetuate this 6 billion year old Earth. Oh, wait, the math doesn't work out. 14 billion year old Earth.
So I actually ran into a NASA employee at Starbucks, asked him why NASA means deceive in Hebrew. Technically, it's the word nashah, but it sounds so similar.
He went to Starbucks and hassled an employee.
Yeah, I don't think he went there to hassle him, but he was there, saw the NASA employee. But I love that he's like, I just asked him why NASA means deceive in Hebrew, and then immediately goes, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But it's close.
But it's close. It also sounds like no, sir. But, you know, they claim it's not like that, but it fucking clearly is. Great.
Yeah.
You hate Americans? Is that it? Excuse me?
Yeah.
How the hell did you get that? Well, I just got kicked out of Starbucks for asking NASA employee questions.
I ended up getting kicked out of a bunch of Facebook groups, so then I started the group, the official Flat Earth and Globe discussion. It was slow start at first. I just added all my friends and said, hey, talk about Flat Earth. There's no cursing, no insults.
I love the fact that he's like, no cursing, no insults. Yeah. Keep it professional, guys. Come on.
Keep it flat.
Yeah.
That was about 14 months ago, and that's blossomed into 53,000 members.
54 almost.
Excuse me. Can I ask you a question? Anyone ever told you the Earth is flat?
Why are you yelling? He's proofed it.
I just feel like I have an obligation to tell people you don't live on a spinning ball. I've been telling them for years you didn't come from monkeys. Isn't that crazy? Yeah, I run the largest flat Earth group in the world. We're actually filming a documentary about it, so.
So, you know.
That's how it's done right there.
That's how it's
flat
done.
Earth music?
That's how you convert.
Next level, ice cold, flat Earth model on my bezel. We got some good books right here.
I fucking didn't know that was in there. That's fucking crazy.
The flat rap?
Firmament, vaulted dome of the Earth. George Orwell, 1984, must read.
But
this is Edward Hendry's masterpiece, The Greatest Lie on Earth. I'll just read you a little bit from the table of contents real quick.
It was flat, I don't have to worry about any
The
cuts.
first chapter is Samuel Rowbotham proved the Earth is flat. The idea people have of flat earthers is totally wrong. You know, they think they're total idiots and they live in their mom's basement and they believe everything anyone tells them. It's quite the opposite. We test everything. We're all either super successful or doing our own thing. And flat earthers. And none of them are living in their mom's basement, so.
Except for Marky Sargent.
Marky Sargent is living in his mum's basement.
He loves mum.
Right, how good is it that he's like, look, we're all either super successful or doing our own thing. He knows.
We're doing mallet sports or some sort of flat earth. But Mark actually lives with his mum. They have heated debates about, because she doesn't believe him at all. She doesn't buy into the flat earth, but she still loves him.
She's on the, I was going to say the fence, but I guess she's on the rim. She's fucking like, just like,
She's a good mother.
She's a great mum.
Well, you're sitting there going, yeah, you're a fuckhead, but I still love you. I mean, we all have mothers like that. It's pretty good. They don't.
Mine was like, you're a fuckhead. Close.
End of conversation.
Close hand slap, as she would put it.
Close hand slap.
Yeah, it was a close hand slap. You need a fist? You don't have enough time. Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, this guy's fucking fascinating.
So Mark Bolan, the intro I've cut up here. Basically, this is the guy that actually came up with the whole concept.
Matt Ballin.
Yeah, but he's also a fucking lunatic.
Yeah, he came up with the flat Earth sort of thing. He, in his own words, invented flat Earth.
Yeah, and he did apparently.
I think he's the one. This is a faction.
This is that guy.
This is the superstar from another country.
Yeah.
So essentially,
that's got that does the videos and he turns on them and he's against them.
Yeah.
Check this. I've cut an intro together for him. Check this shit out.
Matt is one of the, if not the oldest veterans of the flat Earth community, and so when he throws a temper tantrum.
I love that it says there. That's what he uploaded it as. Math Powerland, which is his alias, Forbidden Comic.
Why is it Forbidden Comic? Is he a comic?
Well, no, he thinks he is.
It's just flat material, but he's been censored.
A couple of
by NASA.
Yeah,
sunglasses on.
It just shows anyone can get up at an open mic.
Tantrum. Everybody hears it.
This is what they're doing. There's a mutiny going on. The fact that you're here is like raising a red flag.
Who am I? My name is Math Powerland. I'm the reason why Edward Snowden spoke up.
When the flat Earth thing started taking off after the clues were put out, people were calling me asking to interview him because I was one of the only people that knew Matt's phone number. And he's doing the whole aloof artist thing. It's like, oh, no, I don't give interviews. What do you think their follow-up question was? Well, how about you? Do you want to talk about flat Earth? I go, sure, why not? Here's my spiel. Matt lost it. He went atomic. He did a series of videos and called into another podcast who was streaming live, called everybody out, is convinced that I worked for the government. That you, sitting here now, apparently this is a government safe house and I am on the payroll. Matt wanted to be the king of flat Earth, but he wanted to do it on his terms.
I started this. I'm the tension that caused the flat Earth. That's how the flat Earth started.
Which is not what happened. The community just kept growing bigger and bigger and bigger, and his voice just became lost in the wind, to where all of a sudden the conference was announced down in North Carolina, and he was invited, and he said, "No, I'm not going to do the comment. Why should I be in a room with you guys? You're nothing without me." That whole song and dance, and that was just annoying. So now it's getting more serious.
Mark Sargent is what I always thought. He's been sent in kind of an intelligence fashion working with Hollywood. Well, Mark Sargent's not Mark Sargent. It's Warner Brothers. You idiots. I told you. Warner Brothers has a deal with the Pentagon and the CIA.
Matt went on a complete tear.
Did he?
Cried and swore that he would have revenge. It's like, whatever, dude, you're still not coming to the conference. He's just thrashing. He's trying to tear everybody down if he can. In the grand scheme of things, it's not a big deal, but it causes ripples with the ground troops. We're trying to look for stability to get to the point where it's accepted.
All right. So he was asked to appear in the film. Matt stipulated that he is to receive $5,000, 12% of the profits, creative control, a guarantee that he's featured in at least 25 to 50% of the film. Big jump there. And that they support the unverified claim that Mark Sargent is secretly a Warner Brothers executive using an alias.
So when you know you got a big player is when he commands $5,000.
Yeah,
I need
Netflix?
$5,000
I was gonna say.
unmarked bills.
Yeah. I need 5 G's up front and 12% of whatever this is. Yeah.
You're gonna flinch at first.
I love this part. We were unable to meet his demands. Dude. So obviously, as you know, fucking Matt Boland's an absolute nut job.
It's great. Matt Powell, I like the chick he had in the background in the visor just doing text messages.
Well, that's the
like
thing.
right behind him.
Most of his videos contain her in the background.
Yeah, just
tweeting or doing some shit.
Yeah.
Like you never know. You never find out who
Making
she
him a
is.
sandwich.
Why?
Why?
Do you think what would you say? Why is she there?
She's a groupie. Flat Earther groupie.
And not only that, as Patricia shows you, you've got to have some
credence.
Well, just
And
some
so you
hot
gotta have
bitch
some
there.
women
You
there.
got to have some female there.
Okay.
Balance out the.
This everyone you see, every male character you see in this is just evidence that anyone who's been turned upside down and had their lunch money stolen shouldn't be allowed near a microphone.
Podcasting's
Ever.
become way too easy. Yeah. Yeah.
They let anyone do it.
Yeah. YouTube has ruined this world. Yeah. So, obviously the conference, they teed up this fucking international conference with all these fucking, like a flat earthers. And, obviously they invited him. He said he's too cool for it. And then this is his thoughts on the fucking conference.
Hello. Anybody going to the Flat Earth Conference? Okay, first off, they're not at a real Flat Earth Conference. That's more a military play using Hollywood assets, which explains why Dennis Luca, who's playing the character Mark Sargent, owned by Joe Reel or Ralph Reel, if that's his real name, has access to interview people in the Air Force and the military.
So it's like, so you think I'm a guy named Joe or a guy named Dennis?
So I said, look, I checked out Mark Sargent. I did the forensic analysis. I think I'm telling you what Mark is saying is true.
Now,
all right, you may have missed that because it's a bit hard to get, but that guy literally said, he's like, look, I checked out Mark Sargent. I did the forensic analysis.
Yeah.
What kind of fucking forensic analysis could you do?
It's Facebook ballistics.
Yeah, you know.
And is he saying that's not him?
All right, so
He's saying it's a completely different guy.
Matt believes that Mark Sargent is a Warner Brothers executive who works for the Pentagon.
Well, it's clear it's a black guy at the security at the airport. So
yeah,
could be anyone.
I love that he
Could
thinks
be
that he's
anyone.
like government level like employee.
So now we're at a point where he thinks he's a Warner Brothers executive.
Yeah.
Then there's also a branch where he believes Warner Brothers is working with the Pentagon.
Mm-hmm.
Warner Brothers is in the movie company and shit. Then there's also the fact that he's a government Warner Brothers executive, but actually a government. He's got a different name.
Yeah.
And then he's got his Warner Brothers executive name, so he's 3 layers deep in aliases. And I think he's right. And once again, the chick is in the background just fucking
Texting.
Yeah, trying to fucking.
Is that the same one? you
Yeah.
think?
Good question.
It's hard to tell.
Probably. I don't know. Yeah, it's great.
I don't really think
Good on him.
I don't think he's got a harem of women that he can pick from. You know, what I
Yeah,
mean,
you never know.
Yeah, and she might be just trying to connect to the Wi-Fi to ask for help.
the sad part of this is that a lot of people bought a ticket, And they said there's no refunds. So if I were to put out a video exposing Mark Sargent, well, they keep the money. Now you're probably too scared to go.
It's a lot of people not to come. And I'm like, usually, because they understand, they're not going to refund. Right. It's money out the window. They're all excited. I was just like, maybe he's got a point. Maybe this is a setup, and maybe we have to be careful.
But I've been saying this for, I don't know, like since this guy showed up.
People say, because of you, I'm not going. Or because of Patricia, I'm not going.
I couldn't believe the amount of people that came to me. And they're just like, I'm in line with him. I'm going to take that stand.
I just let you call me delusional. I let you call me crazy. Why? Because I'm the one who came up with the flat earth.
He's fucking sweating.
I love his description of I came up with it, not discovered.
Came up with it. Yeah.
I just came up with it.
I invented that.
Yeah,
It's
bro.
great.
So
That's my bit.
yeah, we're coming up to the end here. So we got this is an experiment that they were trying to fucking pull off.
Doing is an experiment at Victoria Canal in Holt, California. It's a 3.88 mile stretch. We're going to actually have set up 3 posts, one at the start, one at the end, and one in the middle. And then we're going to shoot a laser from the first post and see where it crosses.
I remember this part.
That first
Yeah,
post.
it's
So
very
let's say
good.
it's 8 feet, and then get it to cross the same point at the far end.
Makes sense.
And when we can confirm that both are passing the exact same spot, then somebody will tell us what the middle's at. And if the middle's at 8 feet, it's flat. And if it comes back that it's only 5.5 feet, then yeah, I mean that means that the Earth has curvature.
That's a cool experiment, actually, just in general. It's interesting. So I'm trying to think if there's a laser is just going straight. They're in trouble here.
So like a laser like for your cat, I think would be 5 or even less milliwatts. So this is 3,000 milliwatts. The beam will grow as it gets further. And if you put the expander on, it's supposed to get smaller.
All right, doesn't that fucking look like a lightsaber that this cunt is fucking put together at home?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look at his shirt. Killing it.
Yeah.
He looks like he definitely shouldn't have that.
The most surprising thing I've learned is how hard experiments are. There's so many things that go wrong. I think I didn't give enough credit to people who do experiments.
But it's rare that you have something which is performed by them and it's just so obvious. There's just no other way to look at it. So I'm curious to see what happens. It's really going to be interesting, actually, like how they handle it. Yeah.
We as flat earthers feel that we have several smoking guns. Several.
There's no curve, but we don't want to present it yet. We want to have the whole package. Between the laser and the fiber optic gyro, this technology is going to kill the ball.
All right, so that old cunt there has spent, I think it was 20
grand or something like that.
Yeah, 25
on that
grand.
laser.
Oh, no, on a gyroscope. So it's
yeah, he's a different experiment, isn't he?
Yeah, different experiment. So they've got multiple smoking guns. He's got this fucking gyroscope that he's set up in a tube that's apparently fucking supposed to test the curvature of the Earth. But what happens is, I don't know if I fucking cut it in here, but he puts it in the tube and pulls it out, and it's like, all right, 15-degree rotation. Yeah.
Great, yeah.
And he's telling
But
the
even
guy,
with that, they're like, oh, they still don't give up, do they?
They made it out of like a material Byzantium or something like that. They're like,
Yeah, he's got all
that's
these
the
fucking
problem.
weird
like
minerals going in.
Yeah. You got like the material of the actual tube and stuff.
They should have asked the guy with the hammers what to make it out of. he seemed to know all his elements.
He knows everything.
I'll make it for
but
you.
Nothing. He fucking So they put that gyroscope around, and it didn't cut it out. I was in a rush, but he's talking to a dude at that fucking luau sort of backyard thing, and some guy's asking him about the experiment, and he goes, "Look, what we've got now, we can't release it yet.
Yeah,
it'd be bad.
It'd be a bad problem for. It'd be a problem for us.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's not
yeah.
good.
One of them said, I seem to recall from watching it. One of them said, "Don't tell anyone I said this."
That's him. Yeah, the old dude
exactly
there.
that.
So he's the one doing the fucking test, and
On camera.
Yeah,
Says
it
that.
basically proved that it was rotating
Yeah.
the globe like at a 15-degree angle, and he's like, "Yeah, if we release what we've got now, it'd be real bad, real bad."
Which is what you want to hear from people that are like chasing science, not discoveries, just bias.
Well, this is a good wrap up for fucking Patricia, my future wife, but she sort of comes to she comes to terms with what's.
And I think what's really scary is what they're actually doing isn't just hiding the flat Earth. It's the fact that They're still doing human sacrifice and blood rituals.
What sources do you trust?
What sources do you trust?
Myself.
And Wikipedia.
That's it. I've jokingly said if there's an event like I'll just use Boston bombing again, I'm not going to believe any of those events are real unless myself, I get my leg blown off. A funny thing is that...
Yeah, all right.
So unless you're there, it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
It's great.
Well, not even if you're there. You need a limb
leg
missing.
blown off,
Yeah.
yeah.
Look, if I see it from afar, special effects.
Yeah.
Get a shot in the arm?
Yeah,
No
but
good. It's got to be the leg.
Yeah, until she's lost the limb, it ain't real.
Yeah.
I'm a conspiracy realist, but there's conspiracies about me.
I look at episode 54 of Patricia Steer. These people I hired by section heads and supervisors in supervisor roles at NASA, the NSA, the FBI, CIA. These aren't regular people.
It started off with me being called a shill, as if I'm doing this for money. And then I was called a flat earth honeypot to bring men into flat earth and then steer them the wrong way because my last name is Steer.
It's working.
So what Patricia does is she's so pretty. All these guys. But that's a part of the lure of narcissistic, psychopathic women.
That's clear.
It's an MRA who also likes flat Earth.
Yeah, it's a tiny, tiny little piece of the whole doco, but I think that guy is clearly the biggest version of them all. Like, that guy looks like Jabba the Hutt, and, you know what I mean, he's got a voice, and he's expressing his opinion.
But also, all of them are sitting there thinking, oh, imagine being a lunatic, surrounding yourself with lunatics, and then all of a sudden one of them says something bad about you or turns against you. What? Why? Why'd they do that?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Yeah, I thought we're all fucking screws.
You mean that vile shit that we say can be directed at me?
One cunt tightens up his screws a bit and everything just fucking falls apart.
I never thought that the name Patricia, which is my first name, would be spun into the fact that the last three letters are CIA in the word Patricia, which means I'm in the CIA. Because the government would be that dumb. But okay, if people want to believe it. Other things that have been said, that I'm a reptilian and people see my eyes shape shift while I'm on
Very, very believable. With this close up.
Drink blood. The most recent one is that I'm transgender.
I mean,
topical.
We all
I even threw up a question one day. What's up with Patricia Steer? You know, because I don't know, but I don't know.
Now, the thing about all of these things is I can't prove any of it wrong. I could and have shown people my birth certificate, my driver's license, photos of myself as a child, and they'll say, well, if you're CIA, all of that stuff can be constructed. People will still say you don't have a real family, that you don't have a brother and sister. There's nothing that I can do.
She's now dealing with the world that she's living in. It's
Anybody can believe whatever they want to believe about me, but I wonder if in their hearts, people who do that know they're lying, or are they so conspiratorial that they actually believe it? Then it makes me worry about maybe things I believe in. Am I like another version of them? But I know I'm not.
Yeah, you can see the
reason why-
stress on her face. And she just realizes she's a conspiracy now. Her whole life is dedicated to conspiracies, and then she became the conspiracy.
Do you reckon there's any way for her to pull out? Like, can she get out in any way?
Plenty of ways for me to pull out, but
Could she be like, it is a globe, I made a mistake? Or is she too far gone? Like, she has to go to the grave believing it's flat Earth?
if she completely
She's got to
backflip
keep going.
Yeah, if she back
you can't get that far in on anything.
She's got 180 episodes down.
Yeah, she's probably like the 1 out of 3 females that believe it and are like talking about it all the time, and definitely the hottest. Like, I'm still stuck up on this. I'm still trying to fuck her through the my own podcast. That's why I fucking started this. Oh wow. Oh yeah. So Patricia's stuck in this world where she's like, it's not true. She starts doubting herself. Let's watch Marky. We got 2 more videos left, pretty much. Let's watch fucking Marky get friend zoned like a bitch.
Oh, great.
Being on with me doing the secret show has made your face more recognizable. And being on with you on Strange World was sort of a way that people got to know me a long time ago. So we've been having a lovely symbiotic relationship. Like a whale that has those smaller fish on it that like eats all the algae in the gills.
Boy, I better be the whale in this story. The international conference is only about, 6 weeks away. So the first day, she's going to be on a panel, and then I am doing a keynote speaking event. And then the second day, the last event, really the last event of the conference, Patricia and I are going to be hosting the Video Awards show. But I don't want to go, can I just stay?
You had a nice time, right?
I did have a nice time.
Yeah, I had a great time too. It was pretty fun.
Really nice time.
I love that he said it into the mic.
Yeah. All right. I've got to fucking replay this bit. Oh.
The reason why we're winning versus science, against science, is science just throw.
Marky Sargent's a fucking character.
Being
All
on
right,
with
watch
me
this.
doing the secret show.
All right. I want to stay, is what he says. And then watch how the fucking documentarians have fucking zoomed in on his head as he fucking deals with this.
Pretty fun.
Really nice time.
And he looks at the camera, realizes he's been filmed after he swallows. Fuck. You know what I'm thinking? Yeah. I fucking saw that and I was like, that's going in. That he forgot the cameras were there, gulped, eye contact with the camera and was like, oh, fuck.
What do you think his mum thinks watching this?
Man.
What's his mum?
She's probably wants him to get back.
To see a follow-up of this, just how much they're disappointed in themselves going on it. All the characters, it's fucking great.
It's probably...
It would be a more interesting doco, the ones that are double down. The insanity would just be like double whatever these guys are doing.
Well, before Patricia, like, do you reckon, like, he must have probably done something with his mum?
What?
Why do you assume that?
Look, I'm Dusty. I've had a big day. Like, I'm just saying, like, without any sort of, like, human interaction, it's not like that guy's going to fucking, nightclubs or anything.
He's practicing his conversations on mum. Like, he's pitching his game to mum, probably. But, like...
He talks into a microphone with no one on the other end. Patricia gets involved. Then he's like, hey, mum, check this out. Like, I think he fucked his mum.
I've had some pretty horrendous moments. I've never had anything that embarrassing on, like, national YouTube. All 60 people listening.
This is that same cunt doing the test again. This is the laser test he was talking about before with the fucking water.
Those make pretty good waves.
This is the gyroscope or the laser test?
Jaron.
The laser test.
Nice to meet you. Your name?
Yeah, and not only that...
Could use your help too. We're gonna...
they do wait till night time, don't they?
Maybe have you guys do the middle.
That's when you can see the lasers.
These
of
panels.
this.
We're gonna try the panels instead of the posts.
Not only that, he's brought down the fucking crew. You know what I mean?
We're gonna get the leveler right now.
He's convinced heaps of cunts
See
to
a
come
red
down.
line right around where that green is?
Once again, another hottie.
This way a little bit. To your right. Press it once to turn on, then double press it. Okay, hold on. Keep it right there. Let's say this is the light that you see. You just mark where you are putting this.
It might be that big, you're saying?
I don't think so. I think it'll be under a foot for sure. And then we're gonna have one of these panels in the middle, and then when we have both ones hitting at the same height, then we'll just move the panel in between. The middle people will. And then wherever it crosses the panel, that's it. Then we're done.
He's like, this isn't gonna work.
Okay, where's the...
We're ready.
I got a big beam, so you're gonna see it. I just want to make sure you can see it.
Yeah, I can see it, but it's kind of high. It's high. Yeah. Or go up a little bit.
Up a little bit.
Up a little, he said. There. There. Yeah,
You drive past and see this fucking shit.
You got it?
I think the beam's gonna be too big, though.
We want you to narrow
the beam.
Beam.
Okay.
If it's too big for us, it's going to be way too big for them.
Absolutely. Okay. Tell me if the beam gets smaller right now.
That's what we need.
Okay, tell me if it gets smaller. There.
You started small,
The
wouldn't you?
beam was taking up the whole panel.
I should work on the beam first.
I think you should work on that beam first.
6 cunts trying to figure out how a laser works.
Are the specs on that laser that it should get to that small of a dot at that distance?
With the focuser, yeah, it should be at least less than 4 feet.
This cunt's got everything riding on this.
Okay, I got it on a pretty tight beam, so I'm gonna try and find you right now. Okay, I see the light.
Yes, I definitely see that.
There we go.
Same size?
Thanks, you too. They're all leaving. So.
Yeah, that's okay. I don't mind.
But
People
we
are
should
leaving.
leave. Take 2 hours.
I know,
home.
I know, but I'm not gonna just.
You have to figure out that laser.
Yeah, I know. Bob, I'm gonna shoot it, and if you don't see it any smaller, then we're gonna have to reassess this. Is it a smaller beam?
Reassess.
No, it's not a smaller beam. It's the same. 15 feet wide.
Man. I don't know what to do.
Just go home, cunt.
Not today. We have to, yeah. And you just got to figure out the way to make it work.
Drag 15 cunts down to watch a laser at sunset.
When you think of experiments, you think of lab coats and like people with degrees and shit. They've just got some codgers with sheets of styrofoam, a few sticks, cowboy hats.
A bit of styrofoam, a fucking home, like a home amplified lightsaber, and a fucking 15 cunts down there waiting for sun to set. All right, so we got I've got a wrap up and then a finale. Right. Let's do it. Let's get it out.
Getting told I was an idiot. So I decided to say, laugh at me all you want, because science is different than the shit they're believing. I've already lost friends and stuff. So I felt so good when I made the shirt.
The friend said, sometimes the only way to change somebody's mind is to shame them. And I say, I don't think that is the last resort ever. This is the same as saying that if a kid doesn't get a particular subject, it's not your fault as their teacher, it is their fault. I do not believe that. It's just that you haven't developed your empathy to be able to see from their point of view where they're getting stuck.
We can't blame it all on people just being delusional or the C word, which is the crazy word. I think a lot of times we say crazy and it's a scapegoat, it's an umbrella term, right? How many people in here have been called crazy before?
I've shared it with my mother, my daughter, 2 guys who I was dating who didn't want to date me anymore after I told them about my belief in the flat earth.
She's like, no, that's what the problem was, not the 17 cats you got.
I have 4 children. My sons are grown. Them and their mother, who's my ex-wife, kind of think Dad's a little gone off his rocker.
I just finalized the divorce. I no longer speak to my parents, my brother, or anybody else other than people that are interested in doing truth research.
The worst case scenarios, you just completely push these individuals at the fringe of society, and then society just lost them.
And you would say to yourself, well, why would you pursue something if you're going to have a falling out with your blood relatives? What's important is truth.
People give you strange looks, that's fine. If you're not hurting them, let them think what you want. They're just asleep, going through life. They're just background noise.
I do find Mark to be a hero, but you're so lovely for doing that for everyone, and it is so touching. But
give me a hug.
It just,
give me a hug.
You're laughing.
I decided just to give it to you.
No, you don't have to give me this. Yeah, give me the pin. I've got apparently a swag bag that's happening.
Basically, LoserCon fucking 2020.
Well, one of the best parts, he's got an I Am Mark Sargent t-shirt on. He's still got a name badge saying Mark.
so that people don't get him confused with the black guy that works at the airport.
You got lots of stuff?
Not as much. Not like this.
Truthers, flat earthers, anti-vaxxers. When we leave people behind, we leave bright minds to mutate and stagnate. These folks are potential scientists gone completely wrong. Their natural inquisitive and rejection of norms could be beneficial to science if they were more scientifically literate.
That's actually
Let's take the metaphor of argument is war. One side wins and the other loses. If my opponent feels he's better than me, that's intolerable to me. So I'll not listen to what he says. Already when he's talking, I'll be planning my counterattack. Another way of thinking about it is, let's go and explore together. And this exploring together takes us to another place than argument.
So every flat earther shouldn't be held with the contempt, but serve as a reminder of a scientist that could have been, someone that fell through the cracks. And we as ambassadors of science are called upon to do more, right? So scientists of varying degrees of professionalism seriously consider becoming a mentor to someone who is coming from a non-traditional point of entry to the sciences.
If you're not willing to engage with them, you can't expect them to change.
You just hope that they will meet you even halfway, but often when you push them to the corner, it takes a lot of effort for them to even move one step towards you.
That's someone that's definitely dealt with these guns for a long time. I've had him in a corner for ages.
You can see there's more than just Flat Earth tied into this. This is their whole lives. This is their
that's what that's what
community and identity.
Where that black mark sergeant was talking was like a scientist thing, which was literally 5 blocks down the road from the Flat Earth meetup. So just so happened to be there, and they're just like, there's scientists that have gone wrong. And it's like,
but they're also contrarians who have a distinct, and I can sympathise with them on this. Don't fucking tell me what to do. Don't tell me what to think, and they've just taken that further than the rest of us are prepared to. And fucking, in a way, good on them.
Yeah, you know what they've done actually? They've gone the other way.
Harmless.
Reasonably,
It's fucking, who cares?
Think about Germany. Reasonably hard on us.
What are they? I mean, a lot of them live in a country where you can get guns and shit, and that's where the harm might come.
Well, that's what I was saying to you earlier. I'm like,
what are they doing? They're having their conferences. A few of them are fleecing each other for money. Who cares, man?
Yeah,
it's pretty good.
We're pretty lucky the gun laws are so tidy.
Thing and get a lot of fucking joy out of it.
Yeah,
it's pretty
it's
good.
real good. So you saw the fucking. Let's wrap it up. We saw the first experiment with the dude's lightsaber that failed.
Yeah.
Now this is how we're just going to end the show. So we got this. He's obviously back again. Real scientific shit.
You have a backup experiment. If you're seeing through this hole, through the next hole, and seeing the light at the backboard or at 17 feet off the water, the Earth is flat. If he's holding it up at 23 feet high and we're seeing the light, well, that's because the Earth's curved. So I should only be able to see it when it's at 17 feet. Okay, go ahead and drive down there, Enrique. You're going to hold the light there. Enrique, how high is your light?
17 feet.
It's as... we don't see you, Enrique. Lift up your light way above your head. Interesting. Interesting there. That's interesting.
That's interesting. Yeah. And that's what that guy was talking about before. Oh, they're going to do experiments. It's very rare that they do an experiment that proves them wrong.
Yeah.
Usually they're looking for experiments that prove them right.
But it's also indicative of everyone's attitude now. Is that instead of saying I'm wrong, you just say that's interesting.
I love
what
it.
Everyone fucking thinks.
I love that they kept that in there. That was right at the end of the doc. They're like, look at these idiots. Yeah.
Just before the credits, yeah.
Yeah, especially after he failed the fucking first one. It's like,
oh my god.
All right, what's your light at? 17 feet. Hold it above your head. Boom. Yeah. Interesting.
He's
I'm not
like,
wrong.
I've wasted so much time. So much time.
Maybe he's just not far enough. Like, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter if you're flat. Yeah. There's no way to fucking combat it. At all. Interesting. We probably need the laser. There's always some excuse.
Yeah.
Well, that's the fucking pod, Luke. Thank you for coming down.
Thank you so much.
You, man.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I appreciate it.
Handshakes all around.
Mate.
Round of applause for Luke Heggie, everyone.
Yeah.
Okay, LukeHeggie.com, get all that fucking cool shit. Buy his fucking specials. Every single one since like the first one you put up there, because he's giving them to me for free, but you can't have them. They're all fucking good. Like every single one is better than some of the, even like the real good comics today. Like
one of the best we have in Australia.
And 100%. And a lot of people don't know, but Heggie puts his shit out by himself. Fucking, you get a USB. One of them he gave me didn't work, but most of them, it did. Yeah, man, fucking good times, man. Thank you for coming down on the pod.
Thank you,
Heggie's
Big love,
family.
Man.
Let's go.
All right.
Beautiful.
You must trust that your beliefs are unique, your own, even though others may think them odd or unpopular, even though the herd may go, that's bad.